focused on the unions. There are some unions that are more progressive, and I think you've got to build on those as models and then expand. But what you're raising is part of the kind of narrative that I'm talking about, that we have to have a narrative that discusses these issues and that gets not just people in this room, but folks who are watching Fox News more familiar with the priorities of the presidents I discussed and the kind of dilemmas that you're talking about. I don't have a 10-point plan to solve the problem of how to get better African American representation in the unions. But I think this is the time, and this is the president, where you've got to start trying new things, new strategies based on the grassroots.
Hello, and good afternoon. Thank you for your comments. I was very pleased to hear you speak about President Obama possibly being in office for 8 years. Since a few days ago, I was listening to CNN, not Fox, and one of the talking heads indicated, perhaps for shock value, that she expected he would be a one-term president. So I'm wondering, in your estimation, what would prevent President Obama, from being a one-term president? What are some of the things that need to happen, or perhaps some of the things that maybe should not happen, and what might those of us who would support a longer term for him, based on our expectations, what might we do?
But I don't even listen to CNN. I listen to MSNBC and Amy Goodman and Rachel Maddow and Jon Stewart. Well, good question. I think we have to remember that President Obama got elected by the people, and it was a strong statement by people who were dissatisfied with a system that said you're on your own, and that the president is now saying, well, we're in this together. And the current flap you see on CNN or Fox or MSNBC NBC is really absurd but not surprising in my mind. It's okay. The president is trying to solve the problem created by the conservatives, but the conservatives are saying, stop, you don't want to, you're doing too much. I mean, wait a second. Who got us into this? I mean, part of the narrative is we have to remind America how we got here. And I think if we can do that, if we keep to the emerging longer-term movement, then we have a chance to show that the support the president had in November of 2008 will continue. I think the threat is that he tries hard, and it still is going to take a while to get out of this, and the likes of Ann Coulter will distort things enough so that the polls will start going in another direction, so that we get a close election. We got to remind America how we got here, through a policy that said the market rules, listen to Wall Street, we need deregulation. We have to be strong in that. But be careful. Don't assume anything. The president's ratings are so high, but look at what happened in the first Clinton term, and don't make the same mistake where you get a policy, in their case health care, which exploded or imploded and then was used by the other side as an excuse to take back power. I think this president is savvy, as savvy politically as he is in terms of his content and the character of his mind. So I don't think he'll make that mistake. I hope that tries to address some of your question at least. Thank you. Let me go this way.
Today at the City Club, we've been listening to a program featuring Dr. Alan Curtis, President of the Eisenhower Foundation. Thank you, Dr. Curtis, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This program is now adjourned.